quick tutorial this morning. I want to show you how to create this drop down menu right in here. So if you hover on this button called the services, it's going to basically drop down and you're going to see coding courses, AI apps, and then robots. And we did this with just HTML and CSS. It's really very simple. Now, the first thing you want to do is to create a folder for this. I do have my own folder already that I call a literal, but you can call your own anything. Preferably, you can call it drop down, and it could just be on any location in your application, could be on your desktop. So I want to assume that you already have a folder for what you want to do now. If you have that and then you open the folder up with your Visual Studio Code, let's create a file for this. And I'm going to just basically call my own drop down menu. So if I click here, I'm going to just do drop down .html like that, and I'm going to open that up. Now this is the file name that I have called a drop down. I want to populate this page with my HTML boilerplate, so I have it on my Visual Studio Code. So if I do exclamation and then hit tab on my keyboard, it's going to generate this. Now let me just do drop down menu, and that's just basically what I have in here. So within the body section, I want to create a div that is going to hold this particular button that we have in here. So I'm going to just do div, and I would like to give that a class. Let's call that drop down menu, and this is just basically drop down, not drop down menu. I want to make sure it's in lowercase letter, and then we can close the div right in here. So within this div, we can create our button. This thing you're seeing right here is just a button. So to do that, I'm going to do button, and within this button right here, I just basically want to have this text called the services. Let's do that. This is services, and we can give this a class because we would like to maybe basically style that differently, and let's just call that drop, maybe btn, something on that nature for button. All right, so if you have that already created, now we want to create another div, and basically this div is going to hold this text that you're seeing right here, like coding course, AI, and robots. Now to do that, I'm going to just do div, and I want to give that a class, and this is going to be let's basically call it drop down content. All right, so this is going to be drop down, and I'm going to just do dash content like that, and we can just basically close the div right here. Now within this place, all these text that you're seeing here are just basically links, so they're anchor tags, so we can just basically create them right now. And I'm going to just do href, and I want to send them to nowhere, so I'll just put a hash sign and basically try to, the first one is just basically called coding courses, so I'm going to do coding courses, and I want to include the rest right in here. All right, so I've added the extra to down here. Now what I want to do is let's basically right click on this, and I want to open this up with my live server, and once that opens up, this is how it looks. It doesn't actually look beautiful just now, and the reason for that is because we haven't added any CSS. Now let's add a quick CSS here. So if you are doing this for a production application, you can create an external CSS, but I'm going to just basically do this right in here. This is not a production application for me, but if it is for you, just feel free to do that on the outside. Now the first thing I would like to style is this button that we have in here. All right, let's style this button, and to do that is a class. So to reference to a class, you can just do, I think I basically would like to well, that's okay. Let's do drop btn. All right, so I think I just saw something right now, and this is supposed to be a class. So let's make sure we correct that. I'm pretty sure that maybe you made the same mistake as I. So this is how it should be. So, and that's the class I basically would like to start right now. So to reference to that, if you do drop, this needs to be a dot. I don't know why I keep pressing that right in there. All right, so we'll have drop btl, which is just the same class name as this right in here. And the first thing I would like to do, I would like to maybe change the background and then change the color. In fact, I'm going to just basically pop in the style right in here. And this is it, right? So we just basically change the background color and then the text to white, and we'll have padding, and then we'll have border right in here set to none because originally it's going to have a border, and then we change the cursor to a pointer so that it looks like that of the human hand kind of an icon. Then we also worked on the border radius that's to cover the edges, and we'll have the transition right in here. So if I save this, you're going to see that this begins to come together immediately. So if you see I bring my mouse button, it changes to human hand kind of icon. So that's just what it is. Now if we have that right in here, that is some other things that we can basically do. If you take a look at this, you see that we're basically still seeing this right in here, but they are supposed to be hidden inside of this. Maybe I'm going to just do that at the top. So if I do dot drop down, it's going to be drop down, and within here I want to first of all, let me set the position, and I want to set that to relative right there, And then the next one I want to work on is going to be the display. So if I set the display, and I'm going to basically set that to inline block. So this is going to be inline block, and let's terminate that, save the changes. And if you refresh here, of course, even if we did not refresh, once you save, it's going to just basically update. All right, so I'm not really seeing any more changes right in here. However, this shouldn't actually be able to hide the stuff. We're just trying to position that to relative, and then trying to make sure that we have them on the same line. That's just what an inline block is just basically means. Now, I do know that if you check this place, this ID, I mean that particular class right in here, I see that we misspelled that particular class down here. All right, so because not really there, but here and also down there, so we need to take this w away. This should just be drop down. This is how it should be written. And also I will make the same mistake on this particular line, so we need to like be sure that these things are really basically correct right here. So we have that on that line. Now the next thing I want to move on to is to style this content right in here. And to do that is really going to be very simple. So let's try to do that. So I'm going to just basically copy this class right here. And then when I get out here, I want to basically, this is going to have a dot in the first place. And then we can go ahead. I want to pop in the style right in here. So let's go ahead and pop in the style. And what I'm basically doing right here is really very simple. Of course, you know that these items should be hidden by default. That's just basically what I'm trying to do right in here. And if you're wondering why should this be able to hide it, if you take a look at our design in here or our HTML, you see that we did have our these links that we have in here. We'll have that inside of this drop down content. So that should be able to like basically affect that with this line in here. It's going to like hide that inside of this right in here. So and then we're setting the position to absolute, then setting the background color to white, and we also have the max width right in here just to make that a kind of a responsive on smartphones to 160 pixels, and the border radius, and this is the box shadow, and we're setting overflow to hidden in case there is a horizontal roller bars around it. So if we save the changes here, I see that that's a kind of a height. You no longer see the icons, I mean the items on this page by default. All right. So it's only when we bring our mouse button close to it that we basically want to go ahead and then display that. Now let's look for a way to do that. All right. So to do that, we can get down here, and I'm gonna just do the drop down right in here. And I want this to like take effect if someone brings their mouse button close to it. So I'm gonna just do colon hover right in here. And that is another effect that we need to like basically, if we want to do this hover effect, we want to do it on this particular line right in here. All right, so that's why we basically need to I'm going to take this class and I put that right in here. And what is going to happen is that every time anyone brings his or her mouse button close to this particular div right in here, and then this is just basically going to take effect. All right, so what I basically want to do is really going to be very simple. If you just do something like display and you set that to block, remember we set that to hidden before now. So if you set that to block right now, it becomes a block level element immediately. So if you save the changes and then we'll bring our mouse button close to this, you see what is happening. If you take it away, it hides. If you bring that again, it comes. And I even also misspelled services right here. I don't know what's wrong with me today. So this is not how to spell services. So this is how it should basically be. All right, so that's just how it is. I think that the major thing we want to basically create has just worked. So the other thing is just maybe extend the styling right in here. And if you want to do that, let me just copy and paste a couple of styles in here. All right, so down here, let me just paste these two styles right in here. So I'm just basically trying to extend the styling to that of those eight what is it called, this basically, I want to open that browser again. These things I want to like extend the styling right in here. That's what I'm just basically doing right in here. So I'm setting the padding, setting the text decoration to remove the underline, and then the color to these, and also the transition set to this. So if I save this, and you see that things are really basically coming together, right? So this is just what the original kind of looks like. Now there's one more thing I just basically want to add, and that's just basically going to be on when you hover on this. I just basically want to change that variant of a green right in there, and that's just coming under this let's put that just basically under this right in here. I'm going to just do it down here. So let's paste that and then save the changes. And once you bring your mouse button, you see that there is a little change. It makes that green a kind of a little bit here. more matured, just the way that it is right here. So that's just basically what it is, guys. And I hope that you followed this video. So it's really very simple, and I'm quite sure you kind of got it. So I'm just going through the CSS so that if you want to type that out, you can basically do that. All right. So that's just what it is. This is the HTML section. It's really very simple. Now we can also use something like JavaScript to extend the functionality of these, but that should be something we could do at a later time. Now, if you want to maybe come back to the video at a later time, feel free to save the video right now. And if you're interested in any other thing you want me to like basically do on this, you can just put that in the comment section below. Otherwise, you can just simply say thank you for this in the comment section below. I like to read things of that particular nature. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.